Hi everybody, it's Katie here. I haven't recorded a video in a very long time, but I wanted to kind of get back into the routine. And I have a couple things that I really want to track in training with my own dogs. So I thought it might be a nice thing to kind of set myself up with a challenge of posting something weekly and kind of in the different categories that I've set. So for Rio's here with me right now. Come here, bud. Come here. Can you sit? Oh, there you are. Can you look? So Rio and I have been working on. Can you lay down? Good boy. A couple different things that I really kind of want to hone in and focus on. So one of them is just kind of a silly thing that I really want to teach, which is um, scent work. But we're trying to um, learn scent work with the outcome goal of being able to find mushrooms in the forest, so morels specifically. I was like, that would be fun. So we're at the very beginning stages of that, and I don't really know a lot about scent work, so it's kind of a learning opportunity for me and Rio. It's also super, super good for him to learn something that involves his nose as he gets older. That's, I know, one of the senses that, well, continues to be the most important sense for dogs. And while his eyesight or hearing may deteriorate, his scent is likely to stay around for the longest period of time. So I thought it'd be really nice to kind of really get into that with him. And I'd like to teach that to Roscoe too, just to kind of have that sort of side by side comparison of this is Rio working on something and this is Roscoe working on the same behavior, and these are the different struggles that we have with our different personalities of doggy. So that's one of the things one of the categories, so mushroom scent work with both Rio and Roscoe. And then Rio and I are also working on a freestyle routine. So just like a little dance that we're gonna put together to a song. And I just need some motivation to kind of get started and continue to work on that. We have a few behaviors that we've chained together, but nowhere near a song worth yet. So I'd really like to kind of work on that and record a few videos. Kind of here's our strategy, here's our progress. Again, I've never done that before, so that's also a big learning opportunity for me. That should be kind of fun. I'm sure I'll mess things up, but that's part of the process. So we're going to be working on that. Um, and then with Roscoe, so that's category number 2. So category number 1 is scent work, mushroom hunting with both Rio and Roscoe. Category 2 is freestyle routine with Rio. And then category 3 is going to be I want to work with Roscoe on some agility behaviors. And since I've never taught weave poles before, and I have a nice Lauren Langman of Absolute Dogs has a really, of course, nice method of teaching weave poles that I want to experiment with. And again, not something I've ever taught to anyone, so it'll be a good learning opportunity for me as well. But I have one of the agility badges from Absolute Dogs that I'd really like to work through with Roscoe. Probably not an appropriate behavior to teach Rio right now with his kind of deteriorating arthritis and all that going on as he ages. He's still doing very well, but probably not up for weave pole work at this point. But I think it'll be something that Roscoe can be really engaged in. So I'm excited to start working on weave pole training with Roscoe. So that's category number 3. And then, of course, if there's anything kind of just lifestyle stuff, last night we actually did a night hike with both of them. So Kavir and I took them both out and did a little night hike, which is something we had never done before, and I thought it was really fun. They did really well. Roscoe still has some kind of arousal control issues when you get out and about and he gets a little overstimulated. He might do some leash biting, so we might kind of work on that a little bit as well. Some sort of lifestyle things, making life easier. So those are my current kind of goals and trajectories, plans with the dogs, and my challenge for myself is to post something in one of those categories once a week. So a little video on either mushroom scent work, or some freestyle routine planning or training, little pieces of the routine, or some weave pole work with Roscoe, which admittedly with Roscoe and his weave pole work, I may also have to back up and kind of work on, I don't know, like a race to dead toy sort of reinforcement strategy. Like we might have to go back and top that up if I find that he's having a hard time with some component of teaching, like learning weave poles, the reinforcement strategy. So that's a possibility. And then I mean, some of it might just be lifestyle too. So that's my plan. One video a week for the next, I don't know how long. I should probably put a term on this. Let's say through January. We're just gonna go with it. So through the end of January, and then I'll see where I go from there. But yeah, so that's my plan. I will be back here next week with another video in one of those three categories. I do not yet have it planned out which one. But I will see you next time, and we're gonna have some fun training. Alright, bye!